Hey there guys, Robert here, and welcome to episode 52 of RobGioReacts. It has been 2 weeks since the last episode, and it's now time for another one, guys. Hope y'all excited today. And honestly, I'm just gonna have to go straight into the whole meat of this reaction video already, because we're gonna be reacting to 6 goddamn videos. I'm not even kidding. 6 whole videos. One of them is a 32-minute long video, so yeah, be prepared for that. So let's just dive right on into this reaction. And the first video that we're going to be reacting to for today is going to be the 125th and final episode of Peter John's Top 5, which is on the most popular Logotubers. And also, I do apologize because there's not going to be any edits. Like, there's going to be a severe lack of edits to this reaction video, mainly because we're reacting to this many videos and it's going to take a lot of time for me to actually get through this video. So, yeah. So let's just get started with Top 5, number 125, Most Popular Logotubers by Peter John. Enjoy. Let's reach 50 likes to respect the end of the series, and as you can see, it's way surpassed that mark. So, great job for all the support. Speaking of which, huge thanks to these amazing people that support the channel. And now, we're getting right into business. Let's do it. Final episode of Top 5, here we go.
Hey guys, it's your boy, Peter John. Welcome to the episode 125 of Top 5. It's last episode due to the same reason I had to end Logo History W, lack of interest. By now, this is the last episode. However, if I'm able to, I want to do a season 2, or something like for Top 5. It's a series I love a lot, because it was the second series I released here, and because I learn a lot with it. For example, back in the day, when I still did Top 5 TV channel videos, I would basically watch them with my father, and we would be fascinated with them, even after I had literally made all those videos.
Pretty cool
But again,
backstory, honestly.
you guys don't find it that interested and completely understand that. Also, I need now to focus on another things in my life, so I don't have as much as I had for this channel. But alright, as this is the last episode, I've decided to talk about a subject a lot of people have requested me to do, Top 5 Most Popular Logotubers. I hope you like it. Before really starting the video, I want to give some honorable mentions that slightly didn't make to the Top 5. One of them is RobGioReacts.
Hey, that's me!
Which is a channel really special to me, because he was the one who inspired me to start producing logo history videos. His content has always been great, and he has an amazing musical taste.
Facts.
The other honorable mention is my channel, Peter John, which I think it's important to mention since it's literally the channel you are watching right now. But okay, let's really start now. Number 5, The Deadly Squid. The Deadly Squid is an American YouTuber. His channel was created on July 18, 2015. He has uploaded 15 videos, and he has over 10,000 subs and 9 million views.
Personally, I have never checked out his channel before, but, you know, he seems pretty interesting, you know, from what I can tell by the PFP and, like, the name. The Deadly Squid. That's a really cool name. Might go check this dude out sometime.
Number 4, RobGioReacts, The Brothers Flub and Catscratch Lover 2000. RobGioReacts, The Brothers Flub and Catscratch Lover is an American YouTuber. His channel was created on February 4, 2015. He has uploaded 1544 videos, and he has over 12,000 subs and 23 million views. Number 3, Delfan Productions.
Yeah. Honestly, it's pretty sad that he has, like, 2 copyright strikes now. He's a really great YouTuber. Yeah.
Delfan Productions is an American YouTuber.
Formerly.
His channel was created on August 15, 2018. He has uploaded 543 videos, and he has over 27,000 subs and 32 million views. Number 2, TR3XPR0DU Acute CTI Acute 0NS.
It's honestly pretty cool how T-Rex Productions is on here.
TR3XPR0DU Acute CTI Acute 0NS is English YouTuber. His channel was created on May 26, 2015. He has uploaded 553 videos, and he has over 33,000 subs and 37 million views.
He actually commented on one of my older logo history videos one time, like one of my older logo history videos from like 2019. So yeah, I thought I'd point it out because it's both random and also pretty cool.
Number 1, Jaunty Master. Jaunty Master is New Zealander YouTuber. His channel was created on June 2nd, 2015. He has uploaded 22-24 videos, and he has over 47,000 subs and 44 million views.
Pretty obvious number 1 pick, but it's rightly well deserved. Congratulations, Jaunty Master.
Okay guys, this is it for today. This was the last episode of Top 5. Thanks to everyone who has enjoyed this series as much as I did. Bye guys.
Yep. That's it. No more top 5. Top 5 is no more, guys. 1 second, I gotta get my computer started for a second. Yeah, thought I'd get my charger for a second because, you know, just in case if my computer was at like a low battery or something. In which case, you know, it is fairly low. It's at 36%. But yeah, that was top 5, number 125, most popular Logotubers by Peter John. And as you can tell from the title, it is the series finale. Special thanks to Peter John himself for giving me that honorable mention. I really do understand how much my channel means so much to him. And, you know, like, Peter John really has come so far ever since I discovered his channel. Like, when I first discovered Peter John, he had, like a very low amount of subscribers. Like, probably he had, like 5 subs, you know, when I first discovered his channel. But, like, over time, his channel blew up in a way I never saw coming. And, you know, it's well deserved. So, yeah, thank you, Peter John, for giving me that honorable mention. It is greatly appreciated. And, yeah, that was top 5, number 125, most popular Logotubers by Peter John. The link to the original video, as well as the link to Peter John's channel, will be in the description down below. And our next video that we're going to be reacting to for today is going to be Waffles' Megacollab ranking on Tim Hecker's Harmony on Ultraviolet. And... yeah, if you can remember from my latest Q&A video, you may remember that I put Harmony and Ultraviolet in my personal list in my top 10 favorite albums of all time, and I still stand by that. It is one of the like I said before, it is one of the greatest ambient albums in existence. So yeah, without any further ado, let's react to this Megacollab ranking.
Hello, welcome to the Tim Hecker Megacollab series, where we rank the track lists of Tim Hecker albums from worst to best. This video is on the 2006 album where Tim further improved his style and created a widely considered drone masterpiece, Harmony in Ultraviolet. I will post links in the description where you can listen to that. But for now, here's the ranking proper. Number 11, Palimpsest 2.
It's one of the weaker tracks on here, but I will not deny this sounds so beautiful. I really love the pianos playing in the distance right there. So, yeah. Beautiful track.
Number 10, Palimpsest 1.
Yeah, I like this one slightly less than Palimpsest 2. But I do like the synths. They sound pretty good, you know. And you know, it kind of sounds like unique in its own way.
Number 9, Spring Heel Jack Flies Tonight.
Yeah, probably my least favorite. I'm not as much of a fan of like the synth textures as you know other people, but this track is still really good across the board. You know, the sound design on here is still really unique, even if I ranked it all the way at the bottom. So, yeah.
Number 8, Rainbow Blood.
Now, this one, what an intro to this album this one was. Like, just a really, really indicative opener for what you're about to get into. Absolutely beautiful stuff. Absolutely beautiful stuff right there.
Dungeoneering.
don't have anything much to say about this one, other than this track also sounds really beautiful, much like every other track on the album. Kind of gives me a vivid sense of, it kind of gives me a vivid sense of abandonment, and it kind of gives me a sense of isolation I messed up. You see, this is what I'm telling you. Like, I do apologize for the mess ups. Too lazy to leave them out for obvious reasons, but as I was saying, this track kind of gives me some sense of like isolation and abandonment, kind of like that brand new Black Dog album.
Number 6. Stags Aircraft Kings and Secretaries.
Probably one of the most dramatic cuts on the album, and I love it. I really do love it. Probably in my top 30 favorite Tim Hecker tracks. So.
Number 4A, Radio Spiricon.
I mean, this track may be slightly noisy, but honestly, it kind of hits. It really kind of hits, Awesome track, to be sure.
Number 4B, Blood Rainbow.
Yeah, now this one I actually like slightly. I actually love this like slightly more than like Rainbow Blood. Like it's just more of a climactic finish to this album. It definitely deserved to be the album closer right here. Just
Number
beautiful.
3, White Caps of White Noise.
Definitely one of the weaker tracks on here, but honestly, I also really love this a lot. I definitely love like the melodies on here. So yeah.
Number 2, Harmony in Blue.
Yeah, I knew this one was gonna be my favorite when I started listening to this one. Like, all 3 parts of this thing are absolutely fantastic. Especially the part that's playing right now. Like, holy shit.
Number 1,
Wow.
Chimeras.
Even if I rank this fairly low, I still really enjoyed this one. I really enjoyed its reverse-ish, piano-ish samples right there. Just another beautiful track on here, and definitely worth highlighting.
That's the ranking. I did also ask these participants to rate the album on a scale from 1 to 10 optionally, and as a result, the average rating for this album is a 9.
Excellent.
Shoutouts to these people who participated in this video. You guys rule. I've provided some extra comments from them in the description for anyone that's interested. If you would like to participate, there is a form in the description that you can fill out from now to this coming Sunday. I hope you join in. The next video will be on the 2009 post-rock influenced album, An Imaginary Country. Anyways, that's it for today. Thanks for watching.
Alright guys, that's the Harmony and Ultraviolet Megacollab ranking, and now let's go see everybody's thoughts. This is my favorite Tim Hecker album. It may not be his most original, but with the sound he's been working with from Radio Amore to Harmony and Ultraviolet, this is easily the best executed one. I love everything this album presents to me, period. If you're looking for a place to start on this discography, this would probably be the best place. Between the series of Harmony Blue interludes, the massive white caps of White Noise, the intensity of Stags, Aircraft Kings and Secretaries, and Radio Spiricom, the pure beauty of Rainbow Blood and Chimeras, or Chimeras, however you say it, the abstract dungeoneering, or even the palimpsest interludes, and the Blood Rainbow rehash. This album makes up for its recycled sound by not taking a single misstep anywhere in its track listing, even though it was topped in popularity by the more creative and original versions many years later. Essential album for ambient and drone fans, and he gave it a 9. And deservedly so. I said, oh my lord, this album is excellent. So much in fact that it officially topped Haunt Me, Do It Again for me. this is now my new favorite album from Tim Hecker. It is yet another one of those albums where it was impossible for me to rank for reasons I can't even begin to fathom. I can tell that he really did improve his ambient production style even further, and the feel I get from this one project is on a whole new level. It's kind of like Aphex Twin Selected Ambient Works Volume 2, and that it makes me feel like I'm traveling from one dimension to the next. All the tracks, especially the multi-part tracks and the interludes, are really well produced, and they all evoke feelings that are so strong that I'm just blown away by them every time I listen to them. I genuinely have no words for this. Fantastic album, and I gave it a 9. Dinky said, where do I even begin with this album? It has so many great things going for it. First of all, I love the inclusion of an electric guitar throughout. It greatly impacts the atmosphere for the better. Speaking of which, the atmosphere in this album is incredible. It has a perfect blend of sounding foreboding and sounding calm at the same time, which can be most prominently heard in Whitecaps of White Noise. Harmony and Ultraviolet feels like a direct sequel to Mirages, in the sense that they both have similar sound designs and atmospheres, as well as the fact that Harmony and Ultraviolet makes me feel like I'm at an airport going straight to my plane during a stormy night. Weird description aside, I still can't decide whether I like this more than Mirages or not, but rest assured, this album is top tier stuff from the guy, and he gave it a 9. And finally, rum3n said, one of the best ambient albums ever. 100% agreed, my man. The cohesiveness and attention to detail here is on another level. Not one bad song on here. Also agreed, my man. And he gave it a 10. Yep, it's pretty well deserved. Its reputation as one of his best albums is definitely well deserved. And like I said, this is still a top 10 favorite album of all time contender for me. I really still stand by that, and yeah, this will probably remain my favorite Tim Hecker album for the foreseeable future. And I really hope this stays that way, because my god, the sound design on every single track on here is just everything about ambient music that I absolutely adore. So yeah, that was the Harmony and Ultraviolet Megacollab. And next up, we have rum3n's Megacollab ranking of Boards of Canada's In a Beautiful Place Out in the Country EP. And this is probably one of my least favorite EPs from BOC, or if not, my absolute least favorite of all the EPs. But I will not deny that this EP is still pretty solid stuff across the board. And yeah, let's just react to this Megacollab ranking. So, at number 4, we have Zoetrope. Or Zoetrope, however you say it. I did have to rank this one at the bottom because I do feel like that, like, the synths kind of meander along, but it's still a pretty nice and sweet track here. Then we got Ammo Bishop Road in at number 3. I was pretty surprised by this one. The melodies are really on point, and it gives me a whole different feel unlike any other track on the album, or on the EP, sorry. At number 2, we have In a Beautiful Place Out in the Country. I really love the vocoders on here. They're pretty brilliant. And finally, at number 1, we have Kid for Today. I love how lo-fi this thing sounds. It kind of reminds me of some of my favorite cuts from Music Has the Right. Forward to the legendary second album Geogaddi in the description and pinned comments. That Megacollab already came out. We're gonna be reacting to that later on. And yeah, that was the In a Beautiful Place Out in the Country Megacollab. And now, much like the Tim Hecker Megacollab that we reacted to previously, we're gonna see everybody's thoughts. Pretty good EP, nothing mind-blowing, but nice to have all the same, rum3n says. And then for everybody else's thoughts, LK428 says, what an EP. This is my favorite BOC EP. And that's a hard decision in itself due to how good the others are. The ambient and atmospheric vibe on this one is what makes it more unique from other of their efforts, even more so than their other releases. I mean, put on the first few seconds of that title track. The synths are so airy and can fill a room, and the drums, man, the drums. It's really good overall. One of my favorite projects from the brothers. The Caremaker says, Zoetrope reminds me of Girl Boy Song. Again, I still do not know how to pronounce that track, the title of that track. Zoetrope. I don't know if I pronounced it correctly or not, but I don't know. Waffles says, actually, this is my second favorite release from them, topping Geogaddi and is currently neck and neck with Outtaker's Garbage as my favorite EP in all of electronic music. Every track here is awesome and among their best moments. I said, this EP is pretty solid across the board. I don't think this one is as good as Twoism or High Scores, but I like this one a lot. I gotta give a special shout out to Ambo Bishop Rodin though. That track is really beautiful, and the organ-like synth textures as well as some of the warm melodies are the cause of that. Kid for Today is also a definite highlight on here because it reminds me of a little bit of some of my favorite tracks from Music as the Right to Children, including Aquarius. Overall, pretty nice EP. Logotan 2 says, not their best in my opinion, but it has Kid for Today on it. Sword says, honestly, don't really have anything to say about this one. Osea Weed Beardier says, this is the only BOC release I've listened to, but I really like Kid for Today and A Beautiful Place. Matthew GH said, listening to this was very odd. I didn't enjoy the first half at all, but the title track is pretty good, and Zoetrope might be one of my favorite songs I've heard yet. I love it. AVR or Aver, sorry. I almost went through a voice track there. AVR or Ever says, hands down my favorite EP from these guys. All of the tracks sound super chill and amazing. Not a single bad track here in my opinion. 9.5 out of 10 for me personally. Paul says, incredibly atmospheric, takes me back to places I haven't been in over 20 years. Johnny says, this EP feels like you're trying to remember a memory which is on the border of vivid and foggy. Also, yeah, massive bet vibes from the title track, hence the main vocoded vocals. Big up the Twonky Donkle. What the fuck? yeah, I think he's referencing the Wonk angle there. But what the fuck? Twonky Donkle. Wow. Khalix says, yeah, not my favorite release from them. Zoetrope is really sweet though. And finally, Dinky says, as far as BOC EPs go, this honestly might be my favorite of the bunch. Twoism, High Scores, and Trans-Canada Highway are all great, don't get me wrong, but there's something about In a Beautiful Place Out in the Country that makes it stand out to me over the rest. It's probably the fact that it sounds the most natural of the four. I get that some people would complain about this EP for being too repetitive, but that honestly never fazed me at all. It establishes this uncertain tone yet again, just like in Music as the Right to Children, which I am personally a huge fan of. The composed atmosphere alongside the nostalgic feeling thrown in there just captivates me and always makes me want to come back to this EP. Sure, it's one of their shortest projects with 4 songs and not even 30 minutes in length, but damn does this EP fully utilize all 4 songs to their maximum potential. Absolutely love this EP, and I'm a bit surprised that not many people bring this EP up when discussing Ports of Canada. I mean, yeah, I do gotta admit, it is a bit of an underrated EP from these guys, but honestly, this ain't one of their best EPs. Again, probably my least favorite EP from BOC, but again, this is still pretty solid stuff, and I'm definitely gonna come back to its strongest moments like Kid for Today and Ammo Bishop Rodin. And even tracks like Zoetrope and the title track. You know, they're both pretty nice as well. And I'm probably gonna come back to those too as well. Pretty nice EP overall, and I'd say it's worth checking out. So yeah, that was the In a Beautiful Place Out in the Country EP Megacollab. And now, time for the big one. It's Mitchell's reaction to the Ultimate Nightmare Logo Collection version 3, or V3 as it says in the title. And let's just react to this centerpiece of a video here. It's 32 minutes long, so let's just get right into it. You got the copyright disclaimer here. Seizure warning. This video might have clips that have flashing lights or colors. If you have epilepsy, click off of this video. Pretty cool warning here. Like pretty memorable warning here. Ooh, Mitch Team and Ink. Oh yeah, that was like the first intro he used. And then we got this. Yeah. Another intro he made using Pantoy. And another intro he made using Panzoid. Easily one of his best intros. Same thing with this intro. And now we get this new intro. And then now this is the best intro he's made. Standing ovation. Standing fucking ovation right there.
Hello people, Mitchell here. And today we're going to react to a scary local compilation. Now I was about to record this with Cam, but I want to use OBS because why the heck not? So, but yeah.
Also, I just realized now that this is kind of like a reactception moment to me. Like, I'm reacting to Mitchell's reaction video to the Ultimate Nightmare Logo Collection version 3. It's a reactception, my dude.
The original video of this is the original video I'm watching right now. I'm going to be watching. It's going to be in the link down in the description below. And also look at my ugly face. Yeah, I don't like this face. I don't know why, and I don't know why I don't know why my voice is like this either.
Well, I guess it's probably puberty, I guess.
Like in my head, like my voice doesn't sound like this, but in reality it does. I don't like it. But anyways, let's go ahead and play the video.
Alright guys, let's watch this.
Important disclaimer, none of the logos included in this compilation are from me, obviously. They're all from
that close up of his
uploaded
face
by
though.
either YouTube/Motion users. They deserve all of the credit. I'm just merely compilating the logos together. And I thank them all for the original videos, for without which this compilation wouldn't have been made. Thanks for watching and enjoy the...
sorry.
The original videos.
I muted the video on
without
accident.
which this compilation wouldn't have been made. Thanks for watching and enjoy the video. You need to credit everyone, so I get why he put this disclaimer in front of this compilation. Oh, that kind of did scare me a little bit. I might have to turn it down a little bit. It's kind of counting as cheating, but still, I just don't want to.
Let's see if it's still audible.
Well, I can watch it, but it's just the fact that it's just music. Sometimes it scares me.
Again, I just hope it's still audible.
You can see behind me, it's not like nighttime right now, but when it's nighttime outside, there will be no light out in the hallway right there, and that hallway right beside my door is kind of long. So, and the music from these logos just always keeps being stuck in my mind or head, and it keeps playing over and over again.
All right.
You probably don't get it, or you get it. I don't know, but or I hope you do understand me. But anyways, so the music plays in your head, and I was walking on that hallway before, and the music from these logos were playing, and it just scared me because there's no lights out there. It's just it's literally a lot of darkness in the hallway. So
I'm just gonna skip on over to like the meat of this.
It's just fun.
I'm just gonna skip on over to the meat of this.
I don't know why.
Hold on.
Why?
Where do you?
Yeah, it is. So I don't know
It's a
why
pretty
he
cool
added
logo.
this logo on here. Doesn't really scare me, but I think the only reason why it might scare people is because the music is so loud. It
could be a bit loud at times, you know.
So loud like that. They just made it like so loud. It's kind of unnecessary. But I think that he added another version because if you didn't know, I actually I did a different take on this. I was recording with Bandicam earlier before I recorded this. So this take. So yeah, but yeah, he inserted another version, and I don't know why. I don't know why. If you're making, I think if you're making like scary logo compilations, then you should not add the other word. It's good. See what.
Yeah, sorry if I'm skipping over this video in certain parts. It's just that I want to see the other logos too. Like, I don't want to have like too much rambling right here. So
see, look right there. That's the same thing. And yeah, this is a thing. Yeah, 3G home video. So yeah, 3G home video. It's like a, I think I remember correctly.
yeah, it's like it's like this really cool logo. I really love like its blue like blue purplish shadow that's like behind the logo here.
So, which is not a good thing. Not by any means. It's not a good thing to steal. So this is a really cheap logo, in my opinion, because you see these trail effects, like that's not doesn't really look good with that. See, and it even cuts right there. It even has a split down between the trail effect. That's kind of that is really bad editing or bad logo making. I don't know how to say it, but yeah. So and this music is loud. I might have to turn it down because it's too loud. But yeah, it's clearly loud that kind of it hurts your ears a little bit. So it doesn't hurt mine, but
again, I'm gonna skip over to this video to see what logos there
why
are.
they need to blur it out like that? That's just really unnecessary. Really unnecessary. Oh yeah, this.
It's a pretty interesting logo, actually. The music's kind of weird,
Again,
though.
it's like the music again. I don't know why they need to make the music like that. It's unnecessary, very unnecessary.
I mean, it's weird, but still unique.
Holy crap! That just scared me. I am just saying that just literally spooked me. I wasn't even expecting.
Really? That didn't really spook me at all.
It's like, it sounded like futuristic sounds, like fucking, it sounded like a lasers coming out of like a spaceship or something. I don't like that. It literally sounded like a freaking spaceship shooting lasers. But yeah. API, I don't like their music in this one.
Also, I really like its I really like its portal-like shape. Like it's really unique, and it kind of reminds me a little bit of that like that Pinwheel logo. If you don't know what Pinwheel is, it's basically like the Nickelodeon before Nickelodeon, basically. Anyways, I'm just gonna skip on over again. Mitchell, if you're watching this, I'm sorry that I had to skip this video, but honestly, this reaction's kind of boring. In my opinion, no offense though. I'm not throwing hate on you, but this video in particular is kind of boring. I kind of prefer your YouTube poop stuff.
I just don't like it. Oh yeah, here is Associated Television. It's one of the ITV stations. Didn't know ITV is a UK TV station. Not really a TV station, but it's like a TV channel based in the UK. So they had concern to say.
Well, let's see what the logo looks like. I want to see what the logo looks like here.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that might scare people.
Pretty interesting
because
logo
it's
here.
loud. All the time, it's all these logos that need to make their logo loud. It's so unnecessary. I don't understand why logo creators that does this. I don't know why they do this back in the 60s. Yeah, this is back in the 60s, I think.
I don't know what it is about some of these logos, but some of these logos are kind of unique to me, especially the ATV one I'm showing right now. What this video that Mitchell is reacting to is showing right now. Anyways, before we continue on with this reaction video, I just want to show you something that I did on the on the community tab a few hours ago. Yeah, I did a mix on Virtual DJ 8 because I was bored. Yeah. Dead Mouse IO, Flight Facilities, BT, Joyride, Elephant, Orbital for the win. Alright, okay, back to this. Something I wanted to show that's completely off topic from the video. So let's get back into it. Let's see what else they got here. Alright, this one is Dark Castle Entertainment. Then we got Deke, definitely a classic logo.
Dude, that includes like 3 of the rookies.
Yeah, Deke. Films Incorporated.
Kids might be. Yeah.
Mary Vision Film. Ghost House Pictures. I'm just skipping to the ones I find interesting here. And then we got ITC Entertainment, Class Geek Supo, definitely a classic logo right there.
Class Geek Supo. I don't know, like people call it like that, but I think it's called Class Geek Supo. I don't know why people don't call it like that, but how you preference. So I don't think you need to be scared because this wherever this is, but yeah.
A Laurel Production.
This is pretty random. Oh yeah, Lynch Frost Productions. Yeah, people won't be scared, but
Hold on. Let me see what the Lynch Frost logo looks like.
this is pretty random. I don't know what show this came from, but it looks like this person trying to poison someone. I don't know. That's just really unexpected or out of context.
Alright, let's see what other logos they got. Media Blasters. Ooh.
MGM Television.
Wow. That's a pretty weird sounding MGM logo if I ever saw one. or heard one.
Adult. You got
Whoa.
MTE. I also don't
Sounds
find
fairly
this
loud.
video
Wow.
Because video.
Dr. Frankenskippy. Is that like Frankenstein?
Of the video. So I hope you people enjoy this video. If you enjoyed it, hit the like button. If you're new, the subscribe button, as well as the post notification bell so you can get notified on my latest videos. Thanks for watching and bye.
Alright, that's it. Okay guys, we made it to the end of this video here that I'm watching. Watch out! There we go. Da-ding. 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 Productions. Still love that closing logo. Mountain Television, a Mitchell vanity card. Alright, so yeah, that was Mitchell's reaction to the Ultimate Nightmare logo collection version 3. And honestly, this reaction was kind of boring. I did have to skip some parts of it, and then there might be like one other edit of me reacting to this. You know, probably me reacting to like one of the last few logos and stuff. So, excuse me, yeah. So that was reacting to the Ultimate Nightmare Logo Collection V3 by Mitchell. And now we're going back to the Megacollab rankings, and for this one we're going to be reacting to Waffles' Megacollab ranking of Tim Hecker's An Imaginary Country, which is a really, really great album from him. Really great post-rock influence stuff right there. So yeah, let's react to this Megacollab ranking.
Hello, welcome to the Tim Hecker Megacollab series, where we rank the track lists of Tim Hecker albums from worst to best. This video is on the 2009 post-rock influenced album, An Imaginary Country.
Yeah, he kind of showed like a plush version of a postal service truck, cause post-rock influence. Get it?
I will post links in the description where you can listen to that. But for now, here's the ranking proper. Number 12, Utropics.
probably more of the weaker tracks, but its soundscapes are like still like really immersive stuff, even though it could be slightly noisy at times. So yeah.
Number 11. Pond Life.
Yeah, probably my least favorite on here. It's where the rock influence stuff does not work for me. You know, like for this one track in particular, the rock stuff doesn't work. It's kind of harsh sounding. Yeah, probably my least favorite on here.
Her Black Horizon.
The soundscapes on one, like, the soundscapes on this one are like, they're like pretty weird sounding, but it also sounds pretty beautiful. Wow.
Number 9. 200 years ago.
Pretty much a rehash of 100 years ago. But this one is a really great track here. Pretty fitting as like the album poster for this thing.
Number 8. 100 years ago.
Yeah, it pretty much sounds the same as like 200 years ago, but I rank this higher because that's the track that obviously kicks off the album. And 200 years ago, you know, ends the album. And obviously 200 years ago is a rehash of 100 years ago, so yeah. Pretty good stuff. Pretty great stuff.
Sea of Pulses.
Wow, probably one of the most beautiful tracks on this album, period. Yeah, definitely a track worth highlighting on here. Really great track.
Number 6. A Stop at the Chord Crusades.
Another one of those tracks that is slightly noisy, but it works. It all works. I really love its synth textures on here.
Number 5. Paragon Point.
Yeah, more of the, like, it's kind of more of the weaker tracks on here, but still really good stuff. I kind of like the guitars that get implemented here.
The Inner Shore.
Wow. I got no comment for this one other than like, this is just genuinely beautiful stuff.
Number 3. Currents of Electricity.
This track kind of gives me like a rainforesty feel, I guess. I like its like trumpetish synths. It's just a really unique track. I really love it.
Borderlands.
Its synth textures are also really alluring to listen to. And its swishing noises kind of give me an Orbis Terrarum kind of feel for some reason. I don't know.
Number 1. Where Shadows Make Shadows.
This is easily the most bombastic cut, like, you know, of the bunch. It's just, oh my god, it's just so vast, it's such a big listen. It really packs a punch for an ambient track on here.
That's the ranking.
It's simply the best track on
I did
here.
also ask these participants to rate the album on a scale from 1 to 10 optionally, and as a result, the average rating for this album is an 8. Shoutouts to these people who participated in this video. You guys rule. I've provided some extra comments from them in the description, for anyone that's interested. If you would like to participate, there is a form in the description that you can fill out from now to this coming Sunday. I hope you join in. The next video will be on 2011's critically acclaimed Rave Death 1972, where Tim boomerangs back to his usual style but creates something even more distorted.
Yeah,
and
that
dissonant.
album is excellent.
Anyways, that's it for today. Thanks for watching.
Yeah, I already filled out the form for Rave Death, and yeah, that was the An Imaginary Country Megacollab. It's kind of funny because 2 videos ago we reacted to a Megacollab ranking of a beautiful place out in the country, so I guess that's kind of funny. Anyways, let's check out everybody's thoughts. Waffles himself says, I love that this one stands out in terms of sound, but my problem with this album is that it's a bit fillery. Don't get me wrong, I still think this album is very much worth a listen, as it has some essential and emotional moments in this discography, like the beautiful pianos on Borderlands and the aggressive guitar and other effects back in the ironically soothing Paragon Point. But the album itself, it's nothing too amazing, and it's nothing too hollow, but it's pretty cool, and he gave it a 7. I said, I think this album is really, really great. I love how he mixed in his typical ambient style with some pretty cool rock elements. For most of these tracks, these elements do work in their favor in my eyes. One example of this is on the track Where Shadows Make Shadows, where the rock elements help provide a really bombastic atmosphere. That track may very well be my favorite track of the whole thing. The only track I'm not really feeling on here is Pond Life, but otherwise, this is a really great album all around. Cam says, this album sounds so constantly good, it was hard for me to rearrange most tracks for my final ranking, even if this album doesn't sound as fleshed out, but I'm sorry. Even if this album doesn't sound as fleshed out overall as Harmony and Ultraviolet does, I still think it's pretty good. And he gave it an 8. Dinky says, after coming from 2 fantastic albums, Tim Hecker decides to be more safe with this album, at least that's how I see it. Not much is going on in here, which isn't inherently a bad thing, but it definitely sounds like it could have had more potential. An Imaginary Country feels a lot similar to his first album in terms of atmosphere and sound design, which is a good thing considering how much I loved Haunt Me, Do It Again. Aside from easily picking a top 5, this album was pretty hard to rank due to how consistent it is, which is another thing I recommend this album for. Overall, great album, even though I think it falls a bit flat at some times. Wouldn't be surprised if this album gets generally overlooked within the Tim Hecker fandom, which I hope is not the case because as I alluded to earlier, that top 5 is honestly some of the best songs I heard from the man so far, and he gave it an 8. And finally, Searman says, this feels like the album where Hecker wanted to create something more serene, calm, and atmospheric. It's probably his single most journey-driven album to date, which is absolutely a compliment. Aside from some minor production issues, this is a ridiculously good project, and he gave it a 9. Alright, yeah, that's everybody's thoughts on An Imaginary Country. Yeah, I think this album is really great. It's probably one of the more weaker Tim Hecker albums, but I really love how his ambient style got mixed in with rock elements. And that kind of makes it a much more unique entrant in his catalog. Yeah. Still, just go give it a listen. I think it's worth recommending. Don't think it would be a perfect place to start. You know when it comes to getting into Tim Hecker's music, but honestly, this is just great stuff. Be sure to go give it a listen. And finally, the last video that we're going to be reacting to for today is going to be the Megacollab ranking for Boards of Canada's Geogaddi, and this Megacollab ranking was made by Searman. And yeah, Geogaddi is, without a doubt, BOC's best album. And overall, their best release. Period. Like this album is literally insane. And it's what I like to call the evil album. And yeah, you'll see what I mean. So, yeah, let's just react to the Megacollab ranking for Geogaddi. Let's go. Oh, man, at number 24, we have Magic Window. And Johnny ranked it at number 1. Wow, I don't see how anyone could rank it above 24, because it's literally silence. That's literally all there is. However, it does kind of have significance to it, and you'll see what I mean when I talk about this track later on. But yeah, at number 23 we have Energy Warning.
If we don't stop working, I energy conservation. There may not be enough energy to go around by the time I'm a parent.
Pretty nice interlude. I like the sample, I like the synths here. Just pretty cool. I love it. Number 22, we have I Saw Drones. Aside from Magic Window, this is probably my least favorite track that's like not silent. Yeah, I don't know. It's probably a much more forgettable interlude compared to all the other ones, but it's still a pretty cool interlude. Number 21 is Beware the Friendly Stranger. It's kind of an unsettling interlude, but definitely worth listening to. Number 20 is Ready, Let's Go. It's a pretty cool intro for what you're getting into. The synths are kind of meandering, but I don't know. I guess that's part of the intro. That's part of just opening up the album. Number 18A is In the Annex. Kind of reminds me a lot of, I don't know, Zoetrope from... It kind of reminds me of a much more effective version of Zoetrope from In a Beautiful Place Out in the Country for some reason. I don't know. Number 18B is A's to B is B's to C. It's a pretty weird interlude, but I really love it. I really love this interlude. All right, at number 17 we have From One Source All Things Depend, and you may have noticed it took me a while for me to say that because I saw like I heard one sample of a kid like just saying like the Our Father prayer, and honestly that's really a part of what makes this track a true highlight on here. I feel like that From One Source All Things Depend is a really underrated track. And honestly, it makes for a much more effective closer to this album than Magic Window. That's pretty obvious. You know, what really makes this track an effective listen is just like the samples of kids talking about God. You know, I don't know. It just hits. It just hits for some weird reason. And you know, that's just kind of the unsettling tone this album gives off. So,
God,
yeah.
well, to an invisible person and he lives up in heaven.
Yeah. I even heard a kid say, "Who is God?" Like they're literally questioning God, and that's a part of this track's charm. So, yeah. All right, at number 16 we have Opening the Mouth. It's also a pretty weird interlude right there. But I kind of like the feel it gives off of me just, I don't know, just being sucked in by like the creature for some reason. I don't know.
Underwater, it behaves differently.
At number 15 we have Dandelion. I really love this track.
A cool contraption to capture a dandelion in one piece has been put.
I really love like the reversed synths on here as well as like the sample. So yeah. Alright, number 14 we have the smallest weird number. Maybe one of the shortest interludes on here, but man, is it effective. It sounds really beautiful, even if I ranked it at number 13. Alright, at number 13 we have Diving Station. I don't think I love it as much as some people do, but this is a really beautiful interlude, regardless if I rank it at number 17. I really love the pianos on here. Like, I don't know, it just sounds beautiful. All right, number 16 we have, well, not number 16. Number 12 we have Over the Horizon Radar. I'm a dumbass. But anyways, wow. A really beautiful interlude as well. Alright, at number 11 we have Corsair. This is the track that actually closes out the actual version of the album. That's without the Japanese bonus track from one source All Things Depend. But yeah, Corsair is yet another beautiful track. Man, the synths, they just really hit. Alright, at number 10 we have The Beach at Red Point. It's another track that kind of gives me a World of Fluids feel, I guess. I like the bongos that kind of play. Alright, at number 9 we have You Can Feel the Sky. Strangely enough, this track kind of reminds me of BT's This Binary Universe, even though that album obviously came after, like, way after Geogaddi. Alright, then we got The Devil's in the Details at number 8. Pretty much the most unsettling track on the whole album. At least in my opinion, you know, harmony-wise, and I love it for it. Alright, at number 7, we have Gyroscope. I also like this may be like one of my least favorite of all like the full tracks on here. But Gyroscope is a pretty interesting track. Also, One Minor Mistake. I actually ranked Gyroscope at number 16 and not number 11. I know this because, you know, for Dandelion I ranked it at number 11, but for some strange reason, for Gyroscope it still says number 11 when I actually ranked Gyroscope at number 16. But whatever, that's just a minor mistake right there. But yeah, Gyroscope is just a really interesting track. I love it even if I ranked it that low, so yeah. Alright, at number 16 we have, well, at number 6, I mean, we have Music is Math. Just a really, really awesome track right here. Alright, at number 5 we have Dawn Chorus. This track sounds fairly bombastic and I also love it for it, so wow. Alright, at number 4 we have Sunshine Recorder. I really love its pulsating synths on Sunshine Recorder. They sound amazing. Alright, at number 3 we have 1969, my favorite track on the whole thing. And it's easily the catchiest track on the whole album. Definitely a classic track in their catalog, to be sure. At number 2 we have Alpha and Omega. This is the longest track on here, clocking in at over 7 minutes, but man, this is, yeah, that length is very well utilized on Alpha and Omega. I really love, like, the world influence feel this one gives off. Just, yeah, Alpha and Omega is a really awesome track right here. And finally, number 1, we have Julian Candy. Obvious pick. Sounds so demented and uplifting at the same time, which is really weird. But I love it. Form to the uplifting third album, The Campfire Head Phase, in the description and pinned comments. Already filled out the form for the Campfire Head Phase. I think this album is really, really great stuff, even if it's not among my favorites from them. So, yeah. So, yeah, that was the Megacollab ranking for Geogaddi. And now, time to check out everybody's thoughts. Searman said, absolute masterpiece. Made my top 100 albums of all time, and I'm standing by that. Johnny says, magic window, magic window, magic window. I can't believe he ranked it at number 1. Kinda rated up this high for the memes or something. Yeah, that's what the Wonk Angle said in the comments. I'm glad at least one person said something. Like, I'm glad one person actually ranked Magic Window number 1 for the memes or something. Yeah, at least one person was gonna put Magic Window number 1 for the memes. Alright, Kaiser said, fantastic, even better than Music Has the Right. AVR says, 10 out of 10 album for me. I mean, what can I say that hasn't already been said? This album is perfect in my eyes. Even the weaker tracks are fun to listen to, including Magic Window, Lamal. But yeah, not much else to say other than great album. I said, this is easily my favorite Boards of Canada album without question. The aesthetics on this project are pure nightmare fuel, and yet it makes for an accessible and essential listening experience at the same time. There's so much going on for this album, ranging from the powerful balance between the longer and shorter tracks to the incredible sampling usage. On top of that, the experimentation on here is phenomenal and makes for one of the most unbelievable experiences I have heard in music, period. Legendary AF. The Caremaker says, by far my favorite BOC release. Same. Sunshine Recorded was one of the best electronic songs. Logotubers says, classic. All my opinions on this album have been said more eloquently by others, so I'll just leave it out here. Lol. LK428 says, to put it simply, this album is a masterpiece. I don't like throwing that word around, but this more than justifies it. It's a top 5 album of all time for me. And the cryptic references and the Easter eggs add so much depth that bring me back every time. Love it. That actually reminds me though, let's go on Wikipedia and actually go check out the article for Geogaddi. Alright, so we got Geogaddi. The last track on the actual version of the album that excludes from one source all things depend, the last track is called Magic Window. And this has so much significance to it, regardless if I ranked it all the way at the bottom because it's entirely silent. But the purpose of that is to just make the length of the album go up to 66 minutes and 6 seconds. 66 minutes and 6 seconds. Devil's number for the time length. Holy shit. Wow, that's just the biggest Easter egg here. Source says, I like this more than their first album overall. Cam says, I wouldn't consider this my favorite BOC album, but I still give it my full recommendation. Matthew GH says, such an amazing album. This album has songs that terrify me to death, and I love that. And Dawn Chorus is one of the best songs ever. It also has that stupid fucking sound and you can feel the sky. That sounds like someone rubbing a balloon though. Other than that, fantastic album, and other than that song, I will definitely return in full again. Khalid says, this album is truly fantastic, even though I don't really know if I consider it as their best. A lot of the tracks here were powerful and really pleasant to hear. Also, I really like the satanic theme of the album. Yeah, that's why I placed Magic Window that high. Don't shout at me. Yeah, that's why I kind of opened the Wikipedia article to Geogaddi. Yeah, just to show you that little secret here. Waffles says, haha, it's the evil album. This ranking was honestly even harder to rank than Drucky's. It's very unusual for me to like a song for how psychedelic it is. So way to go, Julian Candy. Yeah, this album's awesome, and possibly more consistent than Music Has the Right in terms of interludes. In terms of the full-length track consistency, Music Has the Right and In the Beautiful Place both beat this out, in my opinion, but this is a close third. I'd say it's an overall essential IBM album. Hambone H says, genuinely one of the most unnerving albums I've ever heard, but at the same time, it's so damn immersive too. It's not outright scary, but there's this general feeling of uneasiness over the whole thing. This is the direct opposite of Music Has the Right to Children, but both of the albums complement each other perfectly. And they create what I and many others think is the golden era of BOC. That album and this one will go down as two of my all-time favorite albums. And finally, the gargantuan one from Danke. And he says, words cannot describe my love for this album. It's up there as one of my favorite IDM albums alongside the Richard D. James album, XI, and Drugs. The attention to details on Geogaddi is immaculate, whether it's the fact that Magic Window's sole purpose of being on the album is to make the runtime 66 minutes and 6 seconds as a way for BOC to troll people into thinking this album was made by the devil, or the fact that the devil's in the details harmonically forms the number 666, or the fact that playing some of the songs in reverse gives you a completely different songs, or even the numerous amount of times the golden ratio is referenced. It's those little things that fascinate me when listening to this album, and this album is jam-packed with those. Another thing this album excels at is atmosphere, with this one being the most menacing and sinister out of all their works. Speaking of sinister, that movie literally uses Gyroscope as one of its soundtracks. That in itself should tell you how foreboding this album can get. This honestly might be a me thing, but the inclusion from one source, all things depend for the Japanese edition is such a genius move in terms of context of the album. Its friendly, innocent tone completely goes against the uneasy atmosphere of the rest of the album, creating this stark contrast which symbolizes how there's still light at the end of the tunnel, and how not all hope is lost in this world. It's generally a beautiful listen, and I highly recommend listening to it alongside the album. In conclusion, this is easily BOC's best album, and it's even in my top 25 albums of all time. It's just 24 tracks of pure ingenuity and beauty. Yeah, sorry if I messed up, some parts, but yeah, this album is a masterpiece. Definitely one of the best albums I have ever heard. Definitely a masterpiece in every sense of the word. Please, if you haven't checked this one out, please do. Like, the amount of satanic references, and especially the ending track, Magic Window, even though I ranked it like at the bottom, like its purpose is to make the running time of the album, be 666. So that's like a really scary reference there. Wow. And in my top three, and it's easy. And you know what's funny? My overall top three, it's what I expected it to be. Like my top three is like the overall top three, which is like really funny, but it's well deserved. Julia and Candy, 1969, and Alpha and Omega will go down as like some of the best tracks these guys have ever made. Yeah, I don't know what to say about this. Just go check this album out, for the love of God. Yeah. Man, 6 videos. Where did I go wrong in my life? But yeah, it was a lot of fun. So we made it to the end of this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, give it a like. Share this one with your friends if you want to, and leave a comment down below. And as always, don't forget to subscribe as we're on the road to 7,000 subscribers. That's it for now, guys. Thank you for watching. And as always, I'll see you all in the next video. Bye-bye, guys. 6 videos. I can't even believe it.